ยกตะปอยาแล้ว So I have to shoot this plant for Elena from Gujarat. So once I get it down. Hi, I am Rhoda Gray and this is Eva Saudloapik. I am the National Health Coordinator for Pauktuutit and Eva has been working with us. Welcome to the introduction to the Community Resource Kit.
Over the next 15 minutes, we are going to show you what's in the Community Resource Kit and how it works.
This Community Resource Kit was specially created for use in Inuit communities. When we spoke to people all across the north, they told us what they would like to see in a campaign. We took as many ideas as we could afford and put them into action.
The kit is very bright and friendly. We think it will make your job easier when you're trying to teach people about smoking and tobacco use. We would like to thank everybody who helped on this project.
There's a lot to know about smoking and using tobacco. That's why Pauktuutit has created this package. We want to give you information on tobacco that's easy to use and helpful.
There's a lot of written material in this kit. The good news is you don't have to read it cover to cover. We have designed it in sections so that you look at any section that you need. We'll be showing you what's in each section.
Before we do that, we would like to share some thoughts with you. As health workers, we have responsibility to the public to be an example when we're trying to help people. If you smoke and you are going to use this kit to help people quit smoking, it is advisable you be aware of your own addiction to tobacco. We would like to encourage you to think of quitting and working towards being tobacco-free. As a counselor or health promoter, you are probably already aware of how your audience may see you if you contradict yourself when teaching the public. We are trying to give you the message in a positive way without shaming you because you smoke. Since this tobacco reduction campaign started, I have said in my messages many times at conferences, on the radio, TV shows, and in the newspapers that we are not trying to shame people. A few months ago, when we developed a videotape for the TV programs in the Inuit, I said that if tobacco never caused health problems, Pauktuutit would not work on the subject of tobacco. We are doing it for people's lives because the substance in tobacco causes death.
Tobacco is an addictive drug, and this is why we're trying to address it in a holistic way. We're trying to build a relationship with all of our audience.
As professionals, we have responsibilities to our clients and the public, and I encourage you to make this most important decision for yourself so that your teaching in tobacco reduction will be effective. I can relate to people who want to quit because I used to smoke a pack a day 20 years ago. If you are an ex-smoker, you may have faced withdrawal symptoms yourself, so you will know exactly what your clients are going through, and you will know how hard it is to quit. Use your experience to help others.
Now let's start looking at the Community Resource Kit. There are pages of information in here and leaflets to give out to people. When you run out of leaflets, you can photocopy more from the master copy in the kit. There are also posters to put up and a video on tobacco use and quitting, and the training video that you are watching now.
The first section is called Facts on Tobacco. When Pauktuutit carried out its research in the north, many people said that they wanted to know more about tobacco and its health effects.
You might want to read through this section to find out about the health effects of using tobacco. The facts are arranged by category. The topics will appear in the order that they are listed at the front of the section.
The Facts on Tobacco section might also be useful if a smoker visits a health center and asks something specific, like if someone asks you, what happens if I am pregnant and I smoke? You can flip to that category and read about it.
The next part is called Ways to Quit Smoking. In this section, there is a little write-up on the different ways people try to quit. There are some approaches used in the South that are not found in the North, like acupuncture and laser treatment. People may hear about them and ask questions. There's something on each one in the glossary to explain how they work. At the end of section 2, there are some quitting stories from Inuit. These stories may inspire other smokers to think about quitting.
There are many things people want to know about tobacco use. In fact, the same questions asked again and again. We've found out the kind of things smokers would like to know and wrote them down in a section called Questions and Answers about Tobacco.
If you have time, this section is useful to read through. It can also be used as a quick resource. Let's say someone asks you about secondhand smoke, the chances of getting lung cancer, or about tar in cigarettes. You can check here to see if it's been answered.
The Community Action Guidelines is a guide for telling people about smoking in your community. The activities are all low cost and easy to do. It gives you ideas about spreading the word at schools, bingo halls, and community centers.
What's good for one community might not work in another, so we have given quite a few to choose from.
They are easy to do, not too much work, like showing breathing easy video in this resource kit, or talking to a woman in a prenatal class. There are about 20 different activities to choose from. Some of them could be used during non-smoking week.
The theater section will take a lot more work, but using drama may have a long-lasting effect on young people. It was written by someone who has successfully used these methods in Inuit communities.
Instead of just telling people not to smoke, the theater activities make students think for themselves. If they do a skit on peer pressure, for example, it teaches them that saying no to smoking is okay. The ideas that work well in classroom, but they could also be used in the community as a skit or short plays.
Young people sometimes find it hard to say what's on their mind. The use of theater makes it easier, and many young people really enjoy it. The written section finishes with a glossary and resource list and bibliography. The glossary explains many words we use when we talk about smoking, like bronchitis, emphysema, and nicotine. You may know what a word means. However, if someone asks what is a heart attack, it could be difficult to explain. So the glossary is there to help you. We have written the glossary in English and translated the terms into syllabics to better assist you.
The resource list is something we created at Pauktuutit. It may be good for those working on tobacco issues. There are thousands of brochures and books to choose from, so we picked items that might be useful in the North.
The bibliography is a list of leaflets, books, flyers that we read before we started working. This lets you know where we got some of our information.
Now we come to the giveaway materials like leaflets and posters. You can give out the leaflets to all kinds of people and hang the posters in the public places.
In addition to English, we have provided leaflets in 3 dialects of Inuktitut. Master copies of each dialect are in the kit at the back for photocopying. We've included printed copies of the dialect most applicable for your region. When you run out of leaflets, use the master copy in the binder to make photocopies. Please try to keep the master copy in the binder for the next person who uses the kit.
Now let's take a look at each leaflet and poster. There are 4 leaflets. One is called Benefits of Quitting. This positive approach gives smokers an idea of how their body will recover when they quit.
Another leaflet is called The Money You Save. Not many people know what they spend on cigarettes over a year. A person who smokes a pack a day is probably spending $3,600 to $4,000 per year, depending on where they live.